Hello, this is Dr. 16, and I'm here with ways to defend yourself against dumb racists part 2. Well, they might say that black people do more violent crimes per capita. Well, when you look at the numbers, 90% of men do all of the violent crimes. So, with that being said, white men make up 29% of the U.S. population. So, when they say white people do 60% of the crime, that put white men at around 55 to 54% of the crime. So that's 29% of the population doing 54 to 55% of all violent crime. So when you put that together, white men are doing way more violent crimes per capita than anybody and anything in the United States. But since they're so particular on percentages, here are some fun fact percentages on white men. White men make up 71.3% of all bestiality cases. Very nasty. I guess that's why dogs are their best friends. And white men also make up 71.2% of all child pornography cases. Very nasty again. I think that's why their childbirth rates are so low, because they're more interested in children and dogs than they are their own women. Alright, last but not least, they also make up 80% of all family annihilation cases, which means they like to off their own family. So, I don't know about you, but if I have a dog, child, or a family, I feel way more safe around a black man than I do a white man. Alright. Second, they might say high IQ, black people have low IQ, blah, blah, blah. All you gotta do is tell them to look up if high IQ makes you more smarter, and it doesn't. Yale did a study on people with high IQ, and it shows that it doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that you think faster on your feet. Having a high IQ does not mean that you are smart at all. All right. Third, they might say that the Moors are not black. All you gotta do is tell them to look up the Moor statue, and every single last one of them are motherfucking black. So that's it. And here go another fun fact about Europe before the Moors came. While they were in the Dark Ages, the whole Europe was 90% illiterate, meaning that they couldn't write, couldn't read, and was basically fucking retarded. Until the Moors came, and they also was dying from the Black Plague. So until the Moors came, and they gave them running water, gave them education, taught them how to read, write, and math, science, and all that stuff, can save their civilization, basically. All right, and fourth, they might say black people didn't build the pyramids. They say the Coptic Arabs did, or some bullshit. All you gotta do is tell them to look up when the Arabs invaded Egypt, which was around 600 AD. And when the first pyramid, also tell them to look up when was the first pyramid made. The first pyramid was made around 2630 BC. So that's a whole 3,000 years before any Arab or European touched Egypt, invaded Egypt, or came close to Egypt. So it definitely was black people who created and built the pyramids. And that's how you defend yourself against dumb racist mutants. Part 2.